and welcome to Miss Burbeck's class. Today you will be seeing the tall tale, Sally Ann, Thunder, and Whirlwind. We have worked really hard on this play and have seen what it takes to produce it. Thanks for coming and hope you enjoy the show.
Grandma, can you read me a story?
What story are we on?
Sally Ann, Thunder, and Whirlwind.
Okay, sweetie. One early spring day, when the leaves of the white oaks were about as big as a mouse's ear, Davy Crockett set out alone to the forest to do some bear hunting. Suddenly, it started raining real hard, and he felt obliged to stop for shelter under a tree. As he shook the rain out of his coonskin cap, he got sleepy, so he laid back into the crotch of the tree, and pretty soon he was snoring. Davy slept so hard, he didn't wake up until nearly sundown, and when he did, he discovered that somehow or another, in all that sleeping, his head had gotten stuck in the tree and he could not get it out. Help me!
What's the matter, stranger?
My head's stuck, sweetie, and if you can get it free, I'll give you a pillow comb.
Don't call me sweetie, and don't worry about giving me no little pretty comb neither. I'll free your road coconut just because I want to. Furthermore, sweetie, I can blow out the moonlight and sing a wolf to sleep.
What's your name, ma'am?
Sally Ann, Thunder, and Whirlwind. But if you mind your manners, you can call me Sally.
From then on, Davy Crockett was crazy in love with Sally Ann, Thunder, and Whirlwind. He asked everyone he knew about her, and everything he heard caused another one of Cupid's arrows to drive him in the gizzard.
Oh, I know Sally. She can dance a rack to pieces and ride a panther bareback.
Sally's a good old friend of mine. Once I seen her crack a walnut with her two front teeth.
Sally's so very special. She likes to go across Salt River using her apron as a sail and her left leg for rudder.
Sally can laugh the bark off a pine tree. She likes to whistle out one side of her mouth while she eats with the other and grins with the middle. Furthermore, she can sing about anything in the world, too. One time, she was churning butter, and her took the scratching outside the door, and the door swung open, and came the great King Bear, Mud Folds.
Would you like to dance?
Everybody knows Bear can't resist an invitation to dance.
Love to.
We're on our way to Baltimore with Ruby. How did you before? Round and round we go. We're up to Kitchen Park.
Folks love to tell a story about Sal's encounter with another skinny varmint. Only this one was a human varmint. It seemed that Mike Fink, the rhubarb man, decided to scare the toenails off of Sally because he was sick and tired of hearing Dave Crockett talk about how great she was.
That Sally Ann, Thunder, and Whirlwind sure is something.
Yeah, I guess.
You guess? Gee, Mike, you seem to be the only one in town who doesn't like Sally much.
Oh, she ain't that great.
She sure is. She can ride a panther and tow a steamboat.
Listen to yourself, Davy. You used to be a real tough guy, but now you're soft over some prissy little girl.
Sally ain't prissy.
You wouldn't know. You're the prettiest little girl in this town, a spoiled little brat with no guts.
Don't listen to Lucy. I'm not soft with Sally. She's the only thing out there as tough as I am.
Oh, you talk about how great she is. She ain't nothing special at all.
Sure she is. She's smarter and tougher than you'll ever be.
Yeah, but we'll see about that.
That gave Mike an idea. He showed Dave Crockett that Sally wasn't so tough after all. One evening, he came to his old alligator skin and met Sally just as she was taking off to the forge in the woods for berries. He spread open his gigantic mouth and made such a howl that he nearly scared himself to death. But Sally paid no attention to that fool than she would have a puppy dog. But when Mike put out his claws to embrace her, her anger rose higher than the Mississippi flood. When the fool came to, Davy and Lucy were standing over him.
What in the world happened to you, Mikey? Well, I think I must have been hit by some kind of wild alligator. More like a pretty little girl, it was Sally Ann, Thunder, and Whirlwind giving you the only punishment you'll ever get. Sally's the whole steamboat. She's something great.
The next day, Davy Crockett put on his best raccoon hat and sailed forth to see her. When he got within 3 miles of her cabin, he began to holler her name.
Sally!
affect them dropping feathers on a barn floor.
At least that's what she'd tell you. He might say something else.
The end.
Hi, and welcome to Miss Bareback's class. Today you'll be seeing John Henry. It is fake, or fiction. I wrote this play myself. We ask that you laugh at appropriate times and be quiet. Thank y'all and enjoy the show.
The sky was as black as coal the day John Henry was born. Thunder rolled through the hills and the earth shook.
This boy is special.
When John Henry raised his arms, both gasped and rubbed their hands to their faces, for they had saw that the mighty baby had been born with a hammer in his hand. Then they all began to laugh and felt happier than they had in a long, long time. John Henry grew up fast in a world that didn't let you stay a kid for long. By the time he was 6, he was carrying stones for the railroad gangs with the tracks to the land of West Virginia.
By the time he was 10, he was hammering steel from dawn till dark. No American train whistle sang loud of John Henry's mighty hammer. It rained like silver and it shone like gold. It flashed up through the air, making a wide arc more than 9 feet, then crashed down, driving a steel spike more than 6 inches into solid rock.
By the time he was a young man, John Henry was the best steel driver in the whole country. He could hammer for hours and not miss one beat, so fast that his hammer moved like lightning. He even had to keep a pail of water nearby to cool his hammer down. And he wore out 2 hammers a day.
All the railroad bosses wanted John Henry to work for them. When the Chesapeake and Ohio started tunneling through the Allegheny Mountains, they asked John if he wanted to join their force of steel-driving men.
Soon, John Henry was whistling and singing in the early summer light as he walked to work in the mountaintop. Beside him was his wife Lucy with eyes as bright as stars.
Lucy was a steel driver herself. At noontime, she drove the spikes while John Henry sat with the little old Jamie and ate his lunch of ham hocks and biscuits with molasses.
Someday, you're going to be a steel driving girl just like your daddy. July of that summer was the hottest month on record in West Virginia. Working in that tub of heat, many steel drivers collapsed by noon. John Henry tried to protect their drives, picking up their hammers and doing their work too. Thank you, John Henry. A man ain't nothing but a man, but he's just got to do his best.
August was hotter than July. One day, as the men labored in the white light of the afternoon sun, a city salesman drove up to the work site.
Come everybody, look at this incredible invention. A steam drill that can drill faster than a dozen men working together.
I don't know about that. I got the best steel driver in the country, and his name is John Henry. He can beat 2 dozen men working together.
But that's impossible. If you can prove your hand drills faster than my steam drill, I'll give you this machine for free.
Okay, Johnny, this fella doubts which one of you can drill fast. How about a big contest?
As John Henry stared at the steam drill, he saw a picture of the future. He saw machines taking over the jobs of our country's finest workers. He saw him and his friends begging on the side of the road. He saw men ride to their dignities and ride to their families.
This contest will be the death of you. If anything happened, we would never smile again.
Don't go in that dog scary place, Daddy.
Honey, a man ain't nothing but a man, but he's just got to do his best. And tomorrow, I'm going to drive that steam drill faster than any machine. Folks came from all over Ohio, Kentucky, and Virginia. They came from the countryside, and they came from the cities at 6:30 in the morning. John Henry and the salesman with the steam-powered drill stood side by side. Early as it was, there was no leaks. Sweat poured down people's faces and poured down a hill.
There in a steam drill, anyone can beat that man.
He won't beat that steam drill unless his mountains turn to gold.
No, sorry, before that steam drill wins, he'll make the mountains fall.
The race is on!
That's a mighty man, but he'll weak when the hard rock is found. I believe those mountains are caving in.
No, that's his hair. There's a hair in the wind.
As clouds of stone dust spilled from the mouth of the tunnel, the crowd shouted and screamed. Lucy, Little Bill, and Jamie cheered as the steam drill was dragged out of the tunnel. sputtering and string had broken down.
Come back now, John! But John kept hammering, faster and faster than any man had ever hammered before. Hammered against all the machines of the future. And as his hammer glowed white hot, he tunneled deeper into the darkness.
I have beaten them. Now I'm dying.
Don't go, John.
Honey, bring me a cool glass of water.
Lord, this was a good man.
They carried John Henry down from the mountainside.
They buried him in the sand near the cabin where he was born.
Folks stood in the rain and flagged the westbound train, headed for John Henry's grave.
John Henry's never coming back.
Soon the steamers and other machines took the jobs of men. Little Bill and the others like them left their families and wandered north and west looking for work.
As they walked along the hot, dusty roads, they took the only jobs they could find. They picked cotton and dug ditches. But often as they worked, they would say,
John Henry told his friends, a man ain't nothing but a man. Before I'll be beat by the big steam drill, I'll die with a hammer in my hand. I'll die with a hammer in my hand.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.